It's time for Power Hour.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Sunday evening stream. We've got less than an hour until the weekly candle close, and Bitcoin seeing its highest price of August right now, moments ago. Yeah, highest price.
Hey brother, can we take a look at STIM? Thank you.
Stim Anonymous, thanks for 21. Yeah, sure, absolutely, we will. And someone, a long-standing member of the community, tipped 6 hours ago. I received notification on PayPal, so I was gonna play his contribution right now. Okay. Sometimes it happens.
Green Team tipped $24.24. In all seriousness, I'm sure you've seen the memes. They are trying to become the next Shiba and Pepe and Doge lol. Can you take a look at GDC? The ticker is Dodo, and it's the second choice when you search on TradingView. Flag on the hourly?
Should have read the TTS before I played it. Wow, really, dude? Maybe we will. Thank you, dude, for the really early contribution. Thank you. Anyway, really cool to see this channel here, this conceptualized uptrend maybe on Bitcoin since the bottom in April. Hit the demand line, it seems, and starting to rally, and just was having some fun anchoring with the this weekend. It's not that great of a channel, but a couple touches on the bottom, couple on the top. It's like you broke it. They were correlating to it this weekend. We're like test, fail, and then you finally broke it with that big green candle. I was trying to ping y'all in the Discord last night about this. I think if you were paying attention, you got it. You were notified about it. But I did post a poll because it's a pretty good poll due to the fact that we have 50 minutes before this poll expires, and it's the question, will we get some sort of 51-minute pump? What, 800 points or so, 850? 62% of y'all are extremely bold, saying yes, of course. Already 146 votes. Y'all saying yeah, 120 by close. That's crazy. Well, I guess we'll see. Just imagine if this channel's real. It's impossible to imagine, because that's like saying, hey man, think about possibly our entire universe exists within a black hole cosmology, they call it. Just imagine that. I mean, because try to imagine Bitcoin being at the upper end of this channel, being at $140,000. Yeah, it's that crazy. So this just meant we were oversold in this uptrend, and now what would really be cool is the yes have it for the poll, because I was right, everyone was right, bro. But it's more about to clear all these peaks on the by close. That would be phenomenal. How many? Let's see here. Let me go to the Coinbase chart real quick for. Hold on a sec. Let's see. Did we close? No. Did we close above 120? Yes. We have only had one candle close on the daily above $120,000. It was July 22nd. Way off the intraday all-time high in the 123s. So it would just be to hit 120 would make it to where no longer are we making a lower high than the previous major highs you could clearly see there, as well as we'd be close to some sort of price discovery continuation. That'd be wonderful. All right, so it hasn't even been Bitcoin wasn't even really the story. It wasn't. I mean, this weekend it started with Ethereum. On Friday, it was party time for Ethereum. It was up well over 7%. Well, no, even yesterday it was up over 7%, excuse me. And today it's cooled off. And then Solana started running. Some of these altcoins. we're gonna look at those anyway. Maybe we got a breakout on the daily even with this downsloping consolidation. Weekly, it looks great. This is why we would probably want a 120 close, so we could cover the previous, bearish engulfing turns into bullish bamboozle. There was zero follow through on this bearish engulfing, which is amazing. So would be a dream. We're really close. It's crazy how close we are. And stock market futures are open. CME futures on Bitcoin open. Let's look at it real quick. Gosh dang it, dudes. We gapped up. We just got ourselves a nice open gap. Well, that's gonna need to fill probably today. They might have to take it all the way back down to 117.7 to fill that. It would be beyond insane if it didn't fill today or tomorrow, whatever. But that same amazing channel. Yikes. Okay, so cool, but whatever. Bitcoin dominance, hype in the chat. Well, it started rallying today. Some of the alts started selling off. Yeah. But yesterday was a confirmed bearish breakdown with candle close on daily. It was the lowest daily candle close confirmed since February 1st on Bitcoin dominance, multi-month lows. And just, it was all over and you're back. They have recaptured 60%. If you want altcoin season, you want to really break that with follow through. But hey, I'll be fine if this thing holds up and Bitcoin starts outperforming again, goes into price discovery once more. I would have no problem with that. So, wow, that's a really interesting stat. NVIDIA now accounts for over 8% of the S&P 500, the highest weighting for any single stock in index history. Crazy. NVIDIA truly is the king of kangs of all time frames because of that. That's wild. Okay. Let's go to
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
All right, here's your Ethereum. Yesterday was the highest daily candle close since December 8th, 2021. Today we are just cooling off. Still waiting for that 43.84 resistance to be tested. That's the old all-time high from May of 2021. That's the only thing that exists. I would imagine even if we tested that and rejected it violently and fell back below 4K, you would think that's probably on deck. Right there, you see it. Even though the daily's great, forget the daily because it is more so about the weekly. The right angled and descending broadening formation. We will have a clean and concise breakout in less than 45 minutes now. We will have a bullish engulfing candle that is 21.3% large. It will be the highest weekly candle close we've seen, if all stays the same or higher, since November 22nd, 2021. You're running out of candle closes. There are only a few above that. So it is, I think, it's really important to break 4,400, 43.84. Then it'd be a real, probably quick ride up to 48.67. And if we can see that broken, oh my God, dude, send it to, obviously $5,000 and beyond. If they break 5K, 6K, 7Ks is that 1272, I believe, from the old all-time high to low. No, wait, maybe that's some log scale or something. Oh, the golden mean ratio. The 1.618 is $7,300. So again, let me log scale though. It's pretty sure it is the other way. Yes, the 1272 is 7,700. Could you imagine log scale Fibonacci, like the 1618 in log scale is $13,843. It would be another world. We would be living in another world completely. The crazy FOMO people would probably be back if we're doing that. I think if we're breaking 5K, the crazy FOMO people will be here. They're retail, whatever. You just never know. Like you're saying 7K is a tad high for this cycle, but dude, think about it. Over 500 days of consolidation, bullish consolidation based on this structure. If we're beginning to resolve now, you just won't be able to believe how high this thing could fly. That's a 500 plus days, man. That is massive. 100 days, 200 days is good enough for us. But 500, over 500, this is the second largest crypto in the entire world. I think it flipped something this weekend in market cap. Let's see. Ethereum, no, I guess not. Oh my God. I think it flipped Netflix at its literal peak and then has pulled back a little bit and fell right back below it. So you really do, look at this. You got, if Ethereum's breaking, if it's even testing probably 4,400, it's going to eclipse Netflix, quite possibly MasterCard. Then you got some work to do on Eli Lilly. But then, my God, dude, imagine Ethereum being larger than the SPY ETF trust. Wouldn't take too much more. And then Bitcoin is still, below Google because Google's been marking up, which makes sense. We've been waiting on that one, getting paid on that one. But Bitcoin's still right there. They could take out Amazon easy if we're going to see $120,000, but 41 minutes to go and you're at 118.9. You'd have to rally another over $1,000 at this point to get there. At least you're above silver and in Meta. All right. So Ethereum, huge. And let's look at the monthly too. I mean, I know we got time. We got 23 weeks left, but like that monthly, what could it turn into? I mean, what could it could be the highest monthly close ever. There's so much time left. At this point, you'd be going for your third highest monthly close ever, just third to the October 2021 high, which was, it closed at 42.90. We're at 42.35 right now. So, and on the monthly, this resistance isn't even really that visible. It really is 4,400, and that's a high to low 88% retrace. I think that's a target. Okay, nice. Anyway, so that's Ethereum. Ethereum paired against Bitcoin real quick because that's important, because remember the trend reversed and it's now worth looking at more. All right, what'd you do yesterday? It was the highest daily candle close on Ethereum paired against Bitcoin since January 5th. Above 3.3 million Satoshis. You're looking at 4 million. But yeah, you just broke out of that newly formed channel. Super strong. Super strong. There's more upside if you look left, if you understand the implications of when 3.3 million sats breaks. It's a straight up, straight down affair most of the time, with 4 million being the target. So, all right, nice. We look at XRP, that not having a great weekend, really. Sorry. Yep. 3 days of, negative closes. Someone's going to come in and be like, dude, tomorrow it's going to be where we rising 3 methods this S. That would be wonderful. It would require Bitcoin doing something magical, most likely. Yeah, ever since he ran up, nearly tested 340. I mean, that's like, and I guess since 340 wasn't it, it was this other peak from January 20th that they hit. But that's fine, man. You don't worry about it. Just know, maybe they take it to $3, things get bad, but yeah, just bleeding out. But in an uptrend, think you're okay above 290, really, because 290 is an extremely important level. Oh, SBET's probably going to do things, yeah. That trend, man, on SBET turned around. These higher lows coming in. It's like, oh, there's someone accumulating for sure. Ethereum treasury company, yeah. Now there's someone trying to be a Litecoin treasury company. Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering, is this the next bubble? Could be. All right, so yeah, XRP on the weekly. Not great because they went up and they tested the top of this maybe range. My God, is it not a range until they break it? The weekly range, the weekly top and bottom, like they're just up there failing to. They broke it, confirmed with the candle close, and then the next week is immediately back below it. And then this week they just went up to test it formally as resistance, and that's it. So that's not really great. Yeah, you can't get too excited about XRP until we're breaking 340 for real on the weekly. All right, then it's wow, price discovery $4 easy. BNB up 0.5%, having a good few days. They're attempting a rally. This is how these M shapes develop. XA, B to C. Could end up being a lower high and they roll it over and we go down to test these lower levels again. But anything above 750 is amazing. Really above 793, you're extremely good. But there is more upside in this channel. And all the way up to 970, nearly $1,000 up there.
Kibsy Spring Baptist of major level. Daily div may be maturing too? Thanks, sir.
What's up, Anonymous? You want some more Kibishis? Thanks, dude. We'll look. Weekly's gonna be not historic. Last week was historic intra-week. The week before was the highest weekly close ever. And that's it. So, my God, weekly always just makes me, you know, you can always, someone can draw an argument sometimes one way or another. And it's just like, this one's nice trend, but my God, the weekly's like, is it a 3 drives? Is this the third peak, man? At least you don't have you have no argument for exhaustion, really. At least I love the RSI. My God, it's like buyers defending the bullish control zone on the weekly on BNB. So good. And just clearly above all these levels. But they see, the thing about the weekly is like they've never tested 691 as support literally ever. It has only always been resistance. So it would just be cool to get a formal back test one time ever. And it's successful. But anyway, wishful thinking. Okay, let's go to Solana. That was doing fine. It's been doing great off the recapturing and reconfirmation of the key level and the 200 moving average at the same time. You're just, you know, methodically rallying every day, but not even enough demand to get you to 191, this major zone. Just hitting the heart line of the channel, I guess. And that's it. I mean, pretty average performance compared to the big ones. It hasn't had a kind of a headline day like Ethereum and Bitcoin and BNB and XRP. They've all had headline days because BNB recently made all-time highs. XRP had recently made all-time highs. And even after that, it even had like an 11-12% day that they're bleeding it out right now, but still headlines. Ethereum, I mean, this weekend headlines. And then Solana's like, oh, it's rallying, but it's not outperforming or outshining any other asset on any day. Nope. It's very lackluster. So I wonder if that'll change. I don't know how, but it's up there. Looks like they're trying to paint the first level of positive momentum since July 27th on the daily. Not even in the bullish control zone yet. All right, you're good above 160, I guess. Weekly, nothing too crazy. You know, after a bad bearish and golden candle last week, any positive price action the next week would be good. No follow through on the candle, which is good. Pretty neutral on the RSI here too. You think the back test of spring has happened, and if you're playing that, you're just waiting for all-time highs again. You have to. It's all you can do, man. And then cut your losses below the 130 level, because if that happens, you no longer have an argument to own it. You no longer have the spring back test of spring, the technical indicators that would increase our chance of way higher later. So you're good for now, just, again, lackluster. Those are your bigger cryptos. We can also look at like Doge down 3% today. Who cares? Had a good 3 days in a row. My God, man, yeah, like 15% in 3 days. So it's all good. This one's more like the weekly. You know, a lot of this is just reiteration. We've had some nice stuff happen this weekend, but nothing like too crazy. It's good, man. I mean, if it gets even to 17.8 cents, it's even better. But yeah, I think eventually all this more than before will resolve, and you'll get a 34 cent, 48 cent Doge. I mean, that's like the, you know, argument with all the higher lows and the positive price action correlation above 17 cents, 34, 48 cents. And that's going to remain valid as an argument until somehow the price of Doge falls below 17.8, 16.3 cents. Then it's, yeah, the argument's weaker. Anyway. What's up, Daniel? Echo Leaf, Heath, Man Bear Pig. Oh my God, dude. You kidding me, dude?
I have some evidence Man Bear Pig could be in this area.
What's up, David S? Dude, what the heck? David Smouton and then... Oh, okay. David S. Daniel S. Got a bunch of S's, dude. Is that S for S-Coin? Thank you. So, looking at... I guess we could take a look at total market cap. Chat. This is serious. We got 31 minutes. You want to stick around for this, because in 31 minutes, if all stays the same or higher, we will be having a historical close on total market cap, which I think is great. You can thank Ethereum so much for that, and XRP. But you just got to love how they're still defending this old high as support. Bearish and golden candle, but traders never settle up below the zone, and now it's completely bamboozling. That is a bullish bamboozle candle that will be confirmed in 30 freaking minutes, man. Oh, look here, listen, you know, we got like 400 plus votes on this poll now, and only 56% of y'all say yes. You got to, in 30 minutes, we got to have a $1,000 pump. Who's gonna be the one to make the sacrifice for the poll? They're just gonna go into one of the exchanges and limit buy at 119.5, and then have a couple more orders set up, even higher. Maybe some market buys in there. Make it all stupid on the level 2. Maybe we'll get it. Probably not, but yeah. We could do that on some lower tier S coin, but I don't know if we can do that on Bitcoin. You need a refund on your vote, G-Dog? Nope, all sales are final. What is it, Volcan? He says, news came out that NVIDIA and AMD agreed to pay 15% of their revenue from China to U.S. government. What? Agreed to pay their revenue from China to... I mean, that's bullish for America. I don't know if that's bullish at all for the company, but yeah. Sure, that's good, probably. I don't know if it's going to affect the price at all, but man, that NVIDIA stat is so nuts. Looks like we're going to start the week out maybe down. Here's the U.S. futures. S&P top left down 0.17%. Dow Jones top right down 0.11%. NASDAQ bottom left down 0.25%. And then Russ 2000's bottom right down 0.16%. So what a channel. It's been face melting. I like the heartline break. I hope we can run to the upper echelon of this channel, back like 21 or 24,124 up there, and S&P could run to 6550 or so. But yeah, it looks like it's not the best start. Hey, look, I would nothing is as it seems, right? Like on these opens for futures, it'll be like it's up, it gapped up, it rallies. So, well, you know that gap's going to fill. It certainly fills, and then you sell off, and it's like a complete reversal in how things started and how they end up being. So, total market cap, man, history upon us. The only history we're going to see. How phenomenal is total 2, though? No history, but my God, if we're not up against a historical inflection zone stemming all the way back to April, May 2021, November 2021, and then tested in December 2024, January of 2025, up thrust, back tested, up thrust, then marked down, then the M shape completed. And now here we are going for a bullish engulfing candle and going for the highest weekly candle close, maybe since December 9th, but possibly since December 2nd of last year. So you got to understand how important this is. I'm wondering if we're on big breakout watch on total 2. This is all of crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin. And then you've got total 3. Super, super strong. Not going to engulf. Doesn't look like Ethereum really been making total 2 shine. Here's Bitcoin at its highs of the day, chat, as I'm speaking to you, 119,229. Hey, remember when it was like 68% of y'all initially were like 120 by close, and now it's 55%? And all of a sudden, all the no's, the FOMO no's, are starting to get a little nervous, and we need a little bit more of a pump, but let's go, dude. Send this thing. I want the yeses to have it. So Bitcoin's at its highs of the day. Anything else at its high of the day? We could pull up the other quad screen. This is just Solana top left, Ethereum top right, XRP bottom left, and then Binance Coin bottom right. Clearly no other highs. This is the Bitcoin show right now. Bitcoin dominance is taken back over. 119.3 now. We are less than 700 points away from that coveted 120. We got 25 minutes. So hey, all you yeses, you're not dead by any means. This is a really good poll. Yeah, XRP looks like the weakest of the day, but still, I mean, you'll fall asleep on it, and XRP will have another 5% day. You'll be like, what the heck, dude? And then Ethereum completely recovering on this 4-hour, where it got to a low point of like 41.90. Trying to flip positive, but you're going to need a little bit more juice on Bitcoin. So yeah, total 3 looks pretty good, man. And then it's others. Okay, others is all cryptos excluding the top 10. This one looks really good. Yep. This one has a lot more leg room. 352, 366. That's right, Baba Booey. Thank you, dude. For the Baba Booies. Yeah, more upside here, meaning like your favorite S coin might have some upside. I don't know. You scan through on the weekly on a lot of these coins on your watch list, and it's just like lower highs, lower lows. Even maybe the sellers are finally exhausted on their lowest lows, and it's right around a historical inflection point, whatever. It's more interesting when you're looking at, I think, stuff like Doge, right? I mean, look at all the higher lows. Like, I think those are the ones to be paying attention to. Like, if you're like, man, where do I put my money? There's 36 million of them. It's like, well, look at the weekly and look at the more than befores, where there's just clear evidence of it. You look at this one, and then you look at Litecoin is another extremely good example of accumulation for a long time. I think Doge is maybe even a little better. but the monthly on Litecoin is what sets it apart. I mean, you're going for the highest weekly candle close on Litecoin since February 24th, and going for a bullish engulfing candle and kind of an inside 4-bar play situation here. This is like a 4-bar play. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would think there's going to be no problem to see 137 to 146. I mean, I think that is clearly the next resistance. That's where it went in February. That's where it went in December. I think that's on deck. And if they break that, it's a 184, 255, 276 on the monthly, I think. I don't even care about the weekly. Like, even though the weekly and daily are fine, it's like nothing even gets me going like the freaking monthly. The monthly is like implying, dude, Litecoin to 272, 366 possibly. That's, if you give me a year, those are targets. Of course, we're going to have to clear 146, but see, we tested that already earlier in the year and late last year twice. So I'm thinking if we're testing it again, the break's more probable, and it's coming off of the consecutive higher low. So I think you're you just hold this for 6 months to a year, it's probably a lot higher. Okay, we talked about Ethereum with its right angled descending broadening formation. It took like 520 days or something. That's a huge pattern. That's massive. But then you talk about Litecoin's potential 3 rising valleys, and we double that, 1,100 plus days of development. Yeah, so Litecoin is just a longer term hold because of the structure. Doge is good. Ethereum's clearly okay. It's fine. But I'm just saying to you, there are not many. If you scan through your watch list, there are not many that are showing weekly, monthly accumulation signatures as well as ones like this. Bitcoin Cash was good. Bitcoin Cash got this, there was like a perfect reaction at the 886 of this shark. It's a very real shark. It's beautiful. Sold off, highest low of uptrend, and rallied again, and now you're just kind of stalling out. You're still around that 886, so it's like it's kind of tough on the daily because, my God, the dragon pattern has hit most of its targets. But I don't care much about the daily as much as I care about the monthly. I mean, the weekly's fine too, but you haven't made a higher high yet. But again, I care about the monthly on this one like I do Litecoin, where it was just no way. I'm still thinking, though, the Litecoin might be a little better. But I do like this one, too. Yeah, you're looking for those. So I'm just saying, like, for instance, we looked at these larger market cap ones. I mean, even Tron's crazy. Tron's not even in that world. Tron's in this psychotic communist Chinese boondoggle. That's Tron. So don't even, its own category, okay? Xi Jinping helicopter money. But there are ones where it's like, oh, this looks like almost 99% of the rest. It's just garbage, and of course it could probably rally. I mean, I could just randomly pick on one like Filecoin. I mean, look at it. Look, like when I pulled the chart up, you can't even see the candles because it's just awful. Oh my God, so it's like, of course, yeah, now it's a low, it's a slightly lower low, and they're going to finally, look, it's a bullish, this is like possibly, this is actually being confirmed, okay? This is certainly some sort of Japanese candlestick reversal, okay? You'll come back, clip this, Filecoin. That's a monthly, that's just a Japanese candlestick reversal. How does it become confirmed with a candle like this? If you can close in 21 days with a candle like this or higher, it will confirm this like kind of inverted hammer situation, morning star, and like to recapture $3, it could be insane. I mean, $6.50 beyond, but it's just, I like the ones with more than before, right? Higher highs, higher lows consecutively, and there's no argument or controversy. Here's the same thing: storage, monthly, kind of a engulfing candle, catching some follow through, but still below some support resistance. And, yeah, more than before from here, but still same price from 3 years ago, like, ugh. Ones like ONT, I mean, like, see, they're making like their lowest lows, and it's like, yeah, of course, there could be serious consequences if on your all-time low, lowest low, they recapture the key level. It's the same type of potential reversal coming. So they recapture the level. There's crazy upside potential in these altcoins. It's just there's different setups. There's like accumulation, and then there's just, oh, well, false bearish breakdowns below trading ranges, and then the consequences of buyers recapturing those trading ranges could be very significant, and that's probably what we got going on in these alts. Yeah, a lot of these. I mean, this is the most part. Almost all the crypto. ICP is similar. Look at this. What the Now it's crazy though. Let me show you on the weekly. Sorry. It is kind of crazy. I mean, think about this. If this was Google or Gold or Nvidia, in the same spot, like just the technicals, where it's like the bottom of this range here, swing lows, swing highs, actually, like all this. Okay, chop round. I mean, they've been testing it from March 31st all the way to like June 30th. Good God, months. And then like they recapture the top of the zone, and you're just trying to hold that now. And it's like, if it's really going to hold here and the sellers are going to relent because they just spent like, 5-6 months failing to break support. I mean, the upside is massive. And it's like you're going to almost double in value if the sellers give up because they've just been trying so long and they've been failing. And now buyers are maybe starting to assume control of the asset on the tail end of this, again, 5-6 month consolidation. So you got that going. It's nice. GRT got some interesting stuff going on with it, where it's like, okay, that M shape, you got that nice rally, and then it was a lower high and it rolled over like many alts, but you're still in the basement here. Like, look at this old all-time low. See, that was right there, the 10 cents from December 2020, but then you go this low right here from July 2022, and you can clearly see like they're holding that. So I mean, you are at the absolute basement, man. They're trying to confirm a bottom at the basement on some of these. So you just think about, oh my God, altcoin season, others with more upside. Yeah, stuff like this would probably be going to run to 16 plus cents. Plus, I think there was like a extension pattern here to whatever. If you go from this low point to this high point, where are you? Oh, you're at the 886. Gotcha. All right, we got less than 16 minutes till a daily, weekly candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, we will be witnessing history. So you want to stick around for the next 16 minutes. Hit the like button, the bell, so thanks for being here. Okay, on a weekend. What's really cool on GRT is on the daily, where M shape, and then a rally, and then a valley, and then what they do. It just happened to be like, it's not my opinion, okay? You can clearly see this is not my opinion. The swing lows from 2022, 2023, they have recaptured and now reconfirmed it with a back test. That's it. One low, a second low, and then a third low. 1, 2, 3. This is where it's like, if what this era is pointing to, if this is a successful back test, and they're gonna like recapture 10 cents, major psychological level, like you just have upside, 60% upside on GRT to the next level. So they're trying to bottom things out. Like, things have changed, right? It was lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and all of a sudden it's like a higher low, and no higher highs yet, but higher lows consecutively coming in at key levels. So despite anything, no crystal balls. This is like, someone can construct a trading plan that's rational, strategic, and your upside potential, your reward to risk is pretty good here. It's different than like up here. There's so many random spots where it's just not good reward to risk, but down here it's like optimal. This is the type of stuff you want. You just think about 1, 2, 3. The rule of 3 comes in. 1, and here's 2, and here's freaking 3. And 3 just happens to be a spring back test. Let's see what happens, man. Oh yeah, Battlefield 6 out. Open beta. Let's go, dude. Bitcoin pretty much at its highs of days, but man, I don't know if we're gonna see 120, dude. It would be kind of miraculous, right? To pump 700 points in 13 minutes. It'd be freaking wild. So there's just like an argument or just like an idea here. In the space-time continuum, we're in pretty good shape for the swing trader, position trader, for scam coins, right? I think that's, you're not like, okay, we missed the pump, or where were you when the M shape was completing? We're at these levels now where it's like, it's interesting. Someone could start taking some good shots on these, and it makes sense. Okay, well, I know we had a couple requests. Let's see. Oh God, don't tell me I have to do this. GDC, but instead of ticker something else. That seems like fake news, dude. The ticker is not that. Oh God. It's not that. Oh, I get it. Green D coin. Well, you know, you're requesting something. Green team that just really. What do you want me to do here? How does this benefit you, me, or anyone watching the stream? It doesn't. Green D coin. What do you want me to do? It got listed July 28th. It's up, man. 89, 29, 82%. It's up crazy. I guess 2,200. There's nothing I can do, man. Right? Like I can't do technicals on it. I appreciate the contribution, but I just don't know what I can do. Thank you for the 24. It's trying to be the next Pepe and Dogecoin. I don't know about that, man. Like, yeah, dude. The team have wonderful hearts. Let's go to the next request, which is Neuronetics. Neuronetics. Not so sure about this one. Weekly. Not a good start. Well, we're off the optimum level. The level we want to see is 126 for constructing trading plans, identifying structures, all that good stuff. We're way higher than that. And at the same time, we are trading just below swing high, swing high, swing high, reversal, swing high, swing. I mean, you are up against a major resistance. Like, it's just, there's no argument here. You can clearly see how many times it's been regarded as resistance in a reversal, like major reversals. So you tested once and failed. Now you tested twice and failed. So you might have no upside potential on Neuronetics. You just might not on the weekly. Now, of course, you could try to strategize with a stop below 318 that you would not want to own it below that. You wouldn't. You'd also be down a lot if you got stopped out. Because the next target is probably 130 or maybe 208. So I don't think you can get too excited on this asset till we're breaking 474, okay, with a candle close. And then you'll have to worry about 698. That'd be your target. Maybe a little lower. Yeah, right there. And there. Yeah, 684. That's all I see. I'm just looking at the levels here, and you're not correlating too well, right? It's like one failure, and now a second failure confirmed. So let's see what happens next. What kind of follow through? You have your alert set up above 474 to know if we're breaking out, but I don't think you want to own it below 318. Okay, 9 minutes ago. Sorry, we got almost about 600 votes on this poll, with 54% saying we're gonna get a 120,000 close. Doesn't look like it, man. They would have to do something we never see. Okay. Sorry about your neuronetics. Not great, not terrible. All right, Kibo Shib. Kibo Shib.
Claimed my night tokens, ADA airdrop, parachute emoji, parachute emoji, parachute emoji,
What?
parachute emoji, parachute emoji, parachute emoji.
Thank you, Bet112. Is Cardano doing airdrops? Mother of God, please say no. Kibo Shib. I don't remember which one we were looking at, bro. I thought it was Kibo Shib. I don't know. Yep, maybe. Yeah, that was it. Nice. Still going to be such a strong close on Bitcoin, so you can't be like too sad or anything about, oh no, we're not going to, the yeses aren't going to win on the poll. We're not going to make a higher high on the daily or higher closes, but we're still going to be having one of the highest closes in the history of Bitcoin, which I think is amazing. And total market cap's going to be history. No music. Well, the set ended. Calm down. All right. So, yeah, a big 16% drawdown the day. But, you know, this is Kibo Shib coin. You should be very much acclimated to high volatility. Kibo Shib, man, tends to lose 24% of its value in a candle a lot. 17, 18%. Yeah, like the swings on this are 32% gains, man. Oh, look, 20% gains. 17%. Dude, this is a typical day for Kibo Shib. This is taking S coins to another degree. Like being down 17% of the day is like being down maybe 5% on another coin. So as long as you're above 1689, these swing highs, right? It's a big zone here. Sorry, I got like probably some duplicating anchor points. It's really like this, I think. Everything correlates to these first peaks. And you're above it. I mean, you're fine. So as long as they can hold that, you're good. You look at the 4 hour, the dragon, the wedge tested that 200 again and rejected it. So, yep, 1600's your big cutoff. Pretty weak. It's been pretty weak. It hasn't it been past day. But I mean, this is not something I'm ever gonna buy. You know, Anonymous continues to contribute to this 100% crowdsourced stream requesting this, and I keep coming to it. I would never come to this coin unless someone was contributing for it. So, but it is every day. So Kibo Shib's just part of the stream, and I hope it holds 1689 for your sake, Anonymous. That's it. We'll see here. We got 5 minutes till the close. Sorry, the poll will conclude now. No more votes. We had 636 votes. And 53% of y'all about to be wrong with Mama. Mama wrong again. It would be the miracle of all miracles. I would be like, I've never seen this before in my life. A run to 120 by close with less than 5 minutes to go. That would be like some sort of... I'd be like Bryce Young in the Iron Bowl, 90 yards to tie it up. And then futures still down, not doing anything in the U.S. futures. And then your quad screen, your cryptos, Solana's doing all right. Oh, look at Ethereum, like starting to show positive near its highest level of this 4 hour candle. What a comeback off the 4190 lows. 4 minutes till the close. dang, dude, if you got any more, like, think about how crazy this is. If you got like any more positive price action on Ethereum, we know we're about to have a weekly, multi-year close, maybe even a daily. But to have a 4-hour multi-year close, you don't need much more at all. You just need to close above 4,262.46. So we're like, what, $10 off? That could easily happen. I'm just 3 minutes. Come on, man. Let's do the thing. Be the crescendo. Crescendo this S. Yeah, daily not going to do it. Actually, I mean, like, again, if the 4-hour closes at multi-year highs, the daily will close at multi-year highs, and the weekly will close at multi-year highs, and you will have a 3-time scale trifecta. God, good God, man. Come on, let's do this thing. That's right. That's right, dude. Less than 3 minutes. Yeah, since we started out on Kibo, Shiba, Inu coin, let's go further into crypto. That's right. Daily MACD, what?
Would you say altcoins are more favorable now given Solith charts doing the thing?
Oh yeah. I think we're in good shape. I think the altcoins, as we've discussed on a few of them, like, you can see what's going on, right? They're just a lot are in the basement at the low risk areas. And Ethereum has broken to a multi-year high, which is really good for ERC20 tokens. And a lot of them just have possibly already reversed. I mean, think about what's going on. Like, okay, IOTA in November, look, it was crazy. Then they almost round tripped the whole pump. But then, I'm sorry, like, buyers came in to defend a level that existed going back to 2019. So all of a sudden, here, whoever bought here, they still owned about this much when it was all said and done. And the new bottoming base got put in once and twice to confirm it with a spring back. It was beautiful. And now you've rallied, hit a resistance, sold off, and now it's like, oh my God, like, they're possibly, like, maybe trying to put in another higher low. And it's like, wait a second, that's like you're starting to see good stuff. Look, low, here's a low, here's a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Then a rally, then the lowest low. It's like we're finally not doing the same garbage lower high, lower low. Like, things are starting to just turn around like this, man. Like, oh, things are starting to turn around. Buyers are possibly assuming control of these alts. But we expect nothing. We're just identifying the change in price action over the past year. Or let's just say, yeah, like, I don't know, not quite a year, like, 10 months. Okay, we got less than a minute. So let's just go to, I think we should go to total market cap, chat. 10 seconds until history, and I will show you the history. There it is, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Highest weekly candle close, total market cap in the history of human civilization. There it is, man. And bullish engulfing candle, and another successful back test of the old resistance as support. So if that doesn't get you excited, I get it. It's not good enough because it has to be Bitcoin, otherwise you rage quit. Well, whatever you say, dude. That was phenomenal. And what a 4-hour close on Bitcoin. That was the highest 4-hour candle close on Bitcoin since like July 27th, so the highest 4-hour close of August. Amazing, man. And then we can go just look at these Bitcoins weekly. Didn't quite engulf, but that was like your third highest weekly candle close ever. Just doing the same type of crap you were doing from May to June, right, where they're just testing some sort of resistance and failing, but recovering and testing again. Same thing since July 7th, right? You close, you open, you close, you open, you close. My God, man. I mean, just like, that's the summertime. But I would say that's pretty cool, man. And then you look at the daily. That is definitely a bullish Marabazoo. How crazy is that, dude? Bullish Marabazoo. No wicks or shadows on the bottom or top, really. Not very often you see Marabazoos, because all of them, look, all these candles, dude, all of them have wicks. All of them. This one didn't. Kind of a breakout candle. What's up, Ed? I don't know why it's not playing. Thanks for the 1,000 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, the sub. We'll see if we can like get some more likes. Likes have kind of been lacking lately. We got the numbers to get some, fresh highs on likes in a while. So that's such a good candle. And then I think hopefully the ticket to the city is this chart right here. Right here, man. Just again, to understand where the price is in the channel, and to also understand where the RSI is on the daily.
Cheese.
Thank you, Ed, for the 25. Holy crap, let's go, dude. That was a little delayed, but dang, Sleepy T, what's up, man?
Sleepy T super chatted $49.99. Good evening, Mitch. Will you take a look at the stockcast for me? Thank you, sir, as always.
Yes, that's Vivek Ramaswamy's Bitcoin Treasury Company. Yeah, we'll look at that one. Okay. Really appreciate the 50 top contribution to the stream. So, man, the daily. Just think about like the channel bottom with the RSI. They recaptured the bullish control zone. That's 60 to 70. 70 and above is overbought. That is great. I mean, think about the upside Bitcoin would have if they just wanted it to get overbought again. There's plenty of upside. And then your MACD kind of playing ball too, where it's like, wow, we just had this positive momentum drought since July 22nd. And now we're showing positive momentum again on maybe some sort of like 4-hour, downsloping consolidation breakout. Still above that 200 moving average there, with positive Momo building, recapturing the bullish control zone, and being near the bottom, the oversold threshold of this conceptualized uptrend. Those really good. Like it's not like too much of an edge where it's like impending price action, reversal, or continuations being implied, but it's like your oscillators are just in good spots, and your price happens to be in a good spot if this channel's being respected, if it's going to be respected. If this is how the free market, the global free market is, how they are looking at Bitcoin in an uptrend, the upside to overbought territory would be like the 140s, $140,000. So I'm really hoping that this is all real. If it is, yeah, price discovery will recommence soon. Very nice. And let's take a look at Ethereum. That it was so spectacular. It was a 21.58% weekly candle close. It was a bullish engulfing candle, a bullish bamboozle candle, because the bearish engulfing candle got bamboozled. It got engulfed. And then we had the highest weekly candle close confirmed since November 22nd, 2021. And we have not yet tested 4384. I think that is coming. I think a test, even if they failed, it will happen. Most likely this week. Just to test it, man. If they break it, that's amazing. I mean, we do probably have a $4,800 target on Ethereum if they break 4384. But super strong, 500 plus day large, right angled and descending broadening formation confirmed with a breakout. Something that could also happen. Okay, since we broke out, right? You can see it's confirmed broken. What if they want to check back? to 3,900. They could, and it would be normal. It wouldn't be anything to be scared about or to have any problem with, because resistance, resistance, resistance. Resistance broken. Well, let's confirm that that resistance being broken is real, and now what was once resistance is now support. So there you go. That is a weekly close. Almost, I mean, pretty historical lately. You know, one of the highest weekly candle closes we've ever seen on Ethereum. So nice stuff. Nothing else. It was the week of Ethereum. Last week in the world was the week of BNB. Last week was an intra-week all-time high, and the week before was a highest close ever on the weekly at a 1272 fib extension. So BNB had its weeks. Now Ethereum had its
Mitch,
weeks.
I don't love buying coins this late in the game, but what's are your thoughts on Omni?
What's up, Lynn's Life? I'm not sure about Omni. I don't really ever look at it. Remember, there are over 36 million scam coins now, right? So Lynn's Life, you just came in acting like Omni coins, some staple S coin that we all know about. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try to look at it or something. But anyway, thank you. Really appreciate that. So they've all had their weeks, and the top ones have all had their weeks except Solana. Solana has not had its outshine week or days. Okay, because XRP had its own week just a couple weeks ago. Mid-July, late July, 14th and 21st, those weeks was its crazy, oh my God, it's the headline, thumbnail. It was the star of the show. So Solana has not had its... Solana's on the thumbnail. I can't believe this. It's crazy, man. Nope. Interesting. Even Doge had its own headline days, you know, like it was crazy. That week it went up 38%. The week before it went up 15. So we're talking like 60% or whatever in 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. This one, you're long, you're waiting for 34 and 48 cents. I think due to all the accumulation, you're just identifying that. You think we're probably going higher if you give me enough time. A MAGA, you say line cook at Checkers. Okay, dude. Someone screenshot that.
Sal probably waiting on DJT.
Shoot, dude. DJT. Dow Jones Transportation. Just kidding. Even though that's real. Dude, look at this. Chat, look at this. You talk about harmonic framework. Harmonic framework. Well, I don't know if it's going to play out, but it's there. M shape, type 1, type 2. Maybe they need to go test 1537, but my God, if it's not all there, like it'll probably just be a stupid news-driven catalyst. My God, you have to think about what's happening on the type 2 return. Look at that. I mean, that is impeccable bullish divergence, so that it is implied that sellers are exhausted down here. MACD histogram, same thing. Bullish divergence on the type 2 return. You have a low, then you have a slightly lower low, and it is implied there the sellers are just tired. I'm tired, boss. We can't just keep dumping DJT. Eventually they'll just relent. And the other cool thing about all this exhaustion going on just so close to a historical level where many big moves have happened. So it's something to pay attention to. I'm not saying I know it's going to go to $33, but that would probably be your target if it did start rallying. Okay, pretty cool. And then I think GameStop had something similar, just random. Did it? It's maybe going to fail, I guess. Yeah. Not great, man. Not really great. 1 and 2 up here, and now below 23. I liked it above 23.20 for real, and now I'm just starting to get like, okay, it's fine until they break 21.56, and then it's probably cut your losses because it's going to 19.41 and lower. So, yeah, not the greatest area to identify the framework, but yeah, maybe it's never going to play out. Maybe this one's just going to dud out. I get it. It's GameStop. It's a joke. Anyway, there was another request. Let's see here.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Okay, let's see. It was ASST.
Hey Mitch, could you take a look at WV Nasdaq, please?
What's up, cryptostockticker.net? What's up, dude? WVE? Yeah, sure, we'll look at that. Here's your asset entities incorporated. Again, Vivek Ramaswamy's Bitcoin Treasury Company. If you know, like, the only reason, how I was able to meet Michael Saylor is because of someone who works with Vivek within this company. At the beginning of the stream, you see the slideshow, and you see me with Vivek, or I'm sorry, with Michael Saylor. That girl in between Michael Saylor and me is the one that works with Vivek. She's very, very nice girl, Laura. And then that's the guy on the right's Mama Ivy, maybe. Yeah, that's this chart right here.
Can we look at WIF and Shiba Inu? Please and thank you.
So, Mr. Singh, thanks so much. Dude, are you my number 2 top fan, bro? Dude, you gonna let Sleepy Weasel outdo you, Mr. Singh? You kidding me, man? Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't something you look at and you get excited about. You're below key inflection points. You're below 420, hands off till like 190. I wouldn't touch this. Sorry. Like, just technicals don't look great. It's not a good setup. You hit the 200 or at one thing, but you want to get to inflection zones, right? The only time we care about assets for taking action is when the price of the asset is correlating positively to a key level. And we are not anywhere near a key level. We're kind of in the dead middle between the key levels, 420 or 190. Take your pick. It's straight up, straight down. So I would wait for this thing to bleed out all the way back down to 150, 190. I think a lot of these Bitcoin treasury companies that have their pumps are dumping. This is just very, very similar to the Metaplanet, which is the Japanese Bitcoin treasury company. So I would wait. I wouldn't do anything with this. Hey, if it pumps, great, man. Nice random pump. That's the same thing as going to a casino, going to a slot machine. You have no edge and pulling the lever and you accidentally win. What? Same thing. Oh my God, ASST randomly pumped? Wow, jackpot at your casino. When you have structural developments that are completing or concluding their development at key levels, you have a weighted coins chance. You have an edge on the market. This has no edge. So, sorry, dude. I wish it did. I mean, you could say bullish divergence. I don't care. Like, bullish divergence needs to be developing at key levels. Just like structures need to develop at key levels, not in the middle of key levels. Okay. Or in between key levels. Let's see here. Just to be real, I'm looking at this coin that someone wanted me to look at, but they didn't tip 20. They just tipped 10, and I'm just gonna like tell you, it's for a swing trader, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not actionable right now at all. It's coming off its all-time lows, pumping. It's illiquid. It's like 22,000. What? I mean, it's until you're above $6. I don't care about Omnicoin. I'm sorry, Lens. Thank you for the 10. Yeah, it's just meh. You got a couple higher lows and a couple higher highs coming in, but yeah, $6. Probably want to break that. Okay. Wave Life Sciences. Oh boy. Biotechnology. I always get kind of cringe with biotech, because none of these biotechnology companies make money. They always, maybe one time they made money. Typically never do. And you can see the, I guess you've been uptrending since 2022. But certainly underperforming the S&P 500, right? Trying to make sense of it. Kind of like that, I guess. That'd be your channel, your trend. But you rallied off of that maybe demand line. And now you're up against 907. 907, that was the old all-time low from 2016, has flipped to resistance. So below the 200 moving average. It's just something like I don't know what we're doing, you know, like we're looking at Wave Sciences and it's like, man, like we were looking at Google. Dude, would you buy this or would you just like look at Tesla? Like we look at Tesla every day. Every single day we look at Tesla. And the reason why is because it was so incredible. Thank you, Linz. All right, we'll look at it. You're already off the entry. You're already like off the perfect actionable areas. I can only go live and scream at you. I can only ping people in the Discord 50 times about this. And okay, you want some life sciences gains or something? I mean, you're taking way lower risk, like buying some call options on Tesla, long dated call options. If you want some leverage, you can do that versus like buying common shares of whatever WVE is. I mean, at least you got a company. Like, what does WVE even do? Well, they don't make money. They don't provide goods and services to the world. They're probably just trialing drugs, trying to get approval from the FDA. And that's the lottery, man. So I'm just saying, like, you have you had optimum risk management down here. You have max upside potential. It is a huge market cap company in the Mag 7. You know the leadership, right? I mean, you know where this is going. $400.
The plug. Sold some EA calls Friday. Holding the rest. Clinking beer mugs emoji. Clinking beer mugs emoji.
Oh.
Paying the plug. Sold some EA calls Friday.
Oh, dang, dude, this, you double tip me, man?
Clinking beer mugs emoji.
Literally.
Clinking beer mugs emoji.
Oh, thanks for the double contribution. Is that 2 Pokeballs lunchable? Thank you, dudes. Wow. He might have accidentally done that, but I've never heard of someone accidentally doing it. So, Desert Fox, we're not talking about West Virginia Mountaineers. We're talking about WVE, and it's just like people want a reason, and it's like you're going too complicated. Keep it simple with a good company with good technicals, right? Good fundamentals and incredible technicals with incredible upside potential. Just buy some effing calls. If you want that, I need gains, I need leverage, because you're looking at WV, you're like, if I buy common shares, it goes up 1,000%. It could. We know Tesla can't do that 1,000%. But my God, you buy some call options, you might double if it goes to 400. I'm just saying, right? Think about it. It's like you do want like the highest volume stocks that have an options market. You want good fundamentals. You want good technicals. That some of these just don't have those, and it's like you're putting too much work in. You're making it too complicated. Okay. This has been here as a trade setup. Google was it too. It graduated. We hit target 1 on Friday officially, and there are 4 targets on Google, by the way, 4, and you hit 1, and you're up from the entry. How much? I don't even know. A lot. A lot. My call options are up a lot. Over doubled. Google, dude. Like, this was June 26th. This was before the Tesla trade. Way before the Tesla trade. It's like, there it is. It's a confirmation low at a key level. Resistance flips to support once, then twice. And I love that slightly lower low, that little liquidity grab, that fake out bull crap. You literally, that was the reason for playing it. Back with the 200. And it's like, look, you got a long way to go, Larry. Okay. Target 1 hit Friday. There's target 2, the all-time high, the gap fill. Target 3 and 4 are Fibonacci extensions in price discovery. So it's just like, and Tesla is an active trade setup just like this one, but it has not gone really. It's gone up a little bit, but it's maybe closer to the entry. Maybe we could pull that one up. Let me try to find that one real quick because I haven't. Anyway, I'm just trying to like make some points here. You Yeah, Tesla's like a weekly trade. See, Google was a daily trade. Tesla's a weekly, man. Look how simple this thing is. And it looks really busy here, okay? Because I left the moving averages on this publication for the sake of just like, look, man, when you have weekly correlation to moving averages like this, and at the same time it's positive correlation at inflection zones, it's just like to be above all that is really good. And it's like the arrows are pointing to how the positive price action's been going on at the resistance. It's support now. And like, yeah, it was scary, man. They took it back down to 301 a couple times. And guess what? Sellers failed both times. And now it's like perfect. So you are now in the trade, and you are now in a positive P&L, and you have a long way to go till target 1. Simple. Not WVE. Okay. Dog with hat coin. Oh boy, here we go. Dog with hat coin. This is why people are leaving. Dog with hat. Pff, pathetic. Yeah, it's like you look at this and you're like, nah, just call options on Tesla. But yeah, dude, of course. This thing could just pump. It's up against the old 2024 inception low or something. I guess it's above the 200 moving average. Did we get a golden cross? We got a golden cross in July. It does not stick out. Look, dude, they put in here's a lowest low, here's a high, here's a higher low, here's the same high, here's maybe a higher low. I just, it's not showing a structure that is intriguing. My mouth is not watering looking at this asset like, oh my god, it's so good, dude. It's just not. But I also understand that if Bitcoin's going 120 back into price discovery, Ethereum's going to all-time highs, altcoins are going to go nuts, others, all the cryptos excluding the top 10 are going to run, they have room to run. This obviously will probably run too. Like, what do you want me to say? It probably will run too. But I don't see a technical setup that's amazing right here. So I'm not making a call that this is going lower because it doesn't look good for risk management and a trade setup with a good structure. It's probably going to rally, okay? If everything else rallies. It just... Ugh. Shiba Inu is better, but much better. Okay. Shiba Inu's not too bad, dude. I'll show you the other request. Yeah, dude. So this is why it's not too bad, because they put in a test. Look at this swing low. 2024, the test. March 2025, test. April, test. Violated and recaptured immediately June. And now all of a sudden, they rallied it and they validated it. And it's like, oh, wait. There's too much demand on Shiba Inu now. They cannot test this same level. They had tested 3 different times this year. Higher low. And more importantly, the higher low comes in, and then off the higher low, whoa, the recapturing of extremely important inflection zone, okay? This means, given enough time above 1,300... you have a target. I would target for 1,700 on Shiba Inu coin. It's almost like if you get rid of everything, like a Wyckoff accumulation structure. Let me just try to find another chart with no data real quick. One second, Larry. It is simple, man. Clean chart, nothing here, and you just understand right here. Wow, look at that spring back test. There it is. There's your range. The range bottom was violated, recaptured, and reconfirmed. It's literally that simple. You take away all the historical context. We know it's all a big deal. That's all like crazy stuff that they've recovered and recaptured it. So, but I'm just saying, if you're keeping it completely bread and butter trading range, you hit the bottom of the trading range, and that is a technical event, a spring back test of spring. And so I'm thinking minimum 1734. Okay, to the top of the range, and then they break that, and we're probably going to 2486. Okay, that's it, man. Okay, it's simple stuff. I like Shiba. I think it's pretty good here, better than others. Thanks, Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, you're in third place, dude. Lunchable and Sleepy Weasel are number 1 and 2 now. Sleepy Weasel's number 1. Okay, Lynn's wanted. Let's just go back to the Omni real quick for her, so I can just show her it's not a great chart. It's just nothing. It's like, again, I'd rather just own Tesla calls or Google calls. I'm not really interested in my Omni coin. I just don't care. Like, I'm not in that world of giving a crap about something that looks like this. I just don't care. You shouldn't care either. There was probably some sort of channel up. Oh, is that it, man? It's just like it was like a downtrend, and now they're trying to break the supply line. I can't really care about this till they break $6. Maybe I'm like 660. Like, that's the old bottom, and so they've just been recovering, but you're below it still. You're putting. It's just. I look at this and there's just nothing to do. There's literally nothing I can do because you can't manage risk here. I don't know how. I don't know why anyone would want to own this. I just 50,000 volume. It is just it's S tier, which is scam tier of S coins. And if it pumps, congratulations on winning the lottery. On again, you go into the casino. There's a poker room looking left. You know you can give yourself an edge if you go to that poker table and you play the right way, GTO style. And then there's everything else, which is what? Oh, the house has the edge. You don't have an edge. You're going to go play that slot machine, and if you somehow won, Omnicoin pumps 1,000%, congratulations. You literally won the lottery. There was no skill behind what you did. So if you get above $6, you're $10.62 and $13. But until then, I just don't care about this asset. Okay, I don't think you should either. I think there's better places to put your money. Remember, you were really hard for your money, like stupidly hard.
DNA, you please look at $CSPR. Been buying it at its lows the last few months. Should I get rid of it?
What's up, Matthew? Thank you, dude. You're going to New Zealand. Hey, go say hi to the hobbits, dude. Thank you. Not slot machine, you just wanted TA. Well, TA, again, is a risk management tool. And if we're not even able to manage our risk because this thing is so illiquid, and think about what's happening. Bitcoin's like closing in on $120,000, and this thing is off its all-time high. I won't even consider the wick. It's off its all-time high from April 2024 by 85%. The trend is down. It's awful. It's just, it's worse than even the ones that we were looking at earlier where it's like, well, they might, fail bearish breakdown. It might recapture it. It might be good. They just have to recapture the levels. It's kind of worse than that, but I hope it plays out. Whatever. I hope everything in the world goes higher. Yeah. Do not think I am not grateful. I'm very grateful for the contributions, but I will also eviscerate S coins. Especially the technicals are just not great, So Lunchable was talking about EA. He sold some calls. Well, sir, just to be real with you, EA. Oh, it's so good. I didn't even check this. See, I have some calls too. And this thing, I just don't know about selling your calls when you talk about consolidation structures like BNB, talk about consolidation structures on Ethereum. Ethereum's consolidation structure, 500 days. You know how long this was? 2,500 days. This is literally an ascending triangle with a failed bearish breakdown in April. Or, you know, the whole, oh, Trump, oh my God. The recaptured reconfirmed it. And now the resistance that goes back to July 2018, 7+ years ago, they, for the first time in human history, lately, they have been regarding it as support. And that was, you've been pinged if you're in the Patreon on this one. You know about it. It's been there. It's been beautiful. And I think you're going into price discovery. The weekly. Look at the monthly, man. It is the largest ascending triangle with a throwback I've ever seen. Look at that bullish engulfing candle. You got 18 days till this is closed. Who knows where we'll be at? $200 target? Yeah, $200 target. EA. Long-term uptrend, 2,500 day large structure that has finally broken out. Yeah, and then you got Battlefield 6 that is catalyzing it all. Let's go, dude. What about my GTA 6, dude? How are we getting Battlefield 6 before we get GTA 6? How many Battlefields came out since GTA 5 came out? Does anyone know? Someone find that out so we can know how crazy that is. So it's just a catalyst. It's a video game company that has literally been spinning its wheel for 7+ years and now broke out, back tested, trading above that 200-day simple moving average. It's like, I'm not selling my calls. I'm not taking profit on this thing till way higher. Nope. The reckoning's finally here. I mean, this thing, like, same price since I started live streaming. Good God, 600,000 players online at the peak. That's nuts. I wonder if you can shoot a rocket launcher at my penthouse in GTA 6 because it's in Miami. That would be crazy. Maybe I should buy the game when it comes out in 20 years to see. Let's go Lunchable, dude. So I just don't know, man. I think that's just the beginning for EA to continue its long-term, all-time uptrend. Largest ascending triangle I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Not even kidding.
Veach ain't doing things.
Oof.
Anonymous tipped $25. All season NCAA jackpot.
Alabama season. Anonymous things at 25. Well, Bama's gonna be good, man. I mean, they're the best football team in that game, for sure. And they might be one of the, they're definitely going to be at least one of the best in real life. Yeah, I'll be attending the first game of the year in Tallahassee, Alabama versus Florida State. Got some really nice tickets to that, so it'll be fun. Okay, let's go to that Casper. Okay, Ethereum was kind of doing things a little bit. It's nice. Up 0.5% on the new day, new week. Cool. Casper had been started trying to bottom out. Still trying to bottom. Yeah, so this is like, Casper's another one of those scam coins, dude. Oh God, it's awful. Okay, all-time lows, but then like, and I remember I remember making this M shape as a meme, as a joke. It was like, dude, it's there, but like at the time when I did it, it was like, this is gonna fail. This is not gonna react here. And it did react, but what's so cool about this one, again, it may fail, and I wouldn't be surprised because it's effing Casper coin. But this swing low from September 2024, February 2025, it was a resistance April 2025. You can see June and July, it's been correlated. They're somehow defending that and holding it. So it would be like literally the most effortless thing you could ever do to construct a trading plan where it is right now. I mean, literally, this is it. It's like that. It's that simple. And you could even take freaking profit at this one high we just saw in July, and it's 3-to-1 reward to risk. That's what's crazy.
Veach ain't doing things.
Crypto Bravo.
How do we have two VeChain doing things in a row?
Type 2 development off the M shape.
That's crazy. That, you know, there's an 8. Yeah, if y'all heard that VeChain doing things, that's, I used to chug if that would happen, but it's been years. There's an 8. No, there's a 6% chance of that VeChain doing things. Soundbit, Belushi is broken. It's extremely improbable we just got what we just saw, because I would have had to have chugged 2 beers in a row, right there. Extremely improbable. I would literally just do it like this. Like, it would be 1 and 2. It would be conservative and then Babe Ruth. That'd be it, and then the trade be over. Like, that is literally, if you put a gun to my head and you're like, you must construct a trading plan on Casper right now or it's over. Okay, it would be like this. That simple. That clean, that cut. That's minimal losses. That's insane upside potential. Look at the positive price action correlation. They're trying it. I completely understand it if it fails. I get it. I don't give a crap. But it's one low, it's a second low that's higher than the first low, and now you have a third low. Third low, higher than this low, than this low. What is this? Accumulation. And then on the third low, the rule of 3, you have extremely good positive price action here at this one level. Extremely easy to manage risk. That's your Caspa coin, okay? Simplest thing of all time. Just because of where it is. So it was a good time to request it. Because, like, you know, if like 3 days go by and it's up 15%, then it starts becoming, oh man, we got to really stretch that stop loss. This is it, man. This is where it's at, okay? Something to think about on a scammy coin. See, if that Omni coin was like literally doing the same thing, I'd be talking about it. But it just unfortunately wasn't. It's interesting. Okay, y'all get what I'm saying? The chug debt continues. I owe 10 million chugs. Well, I guess the Florida State Bama game, I guess I'll pay all my debts. Just kidding. Yeah, it's true. Everything's becoming less woke. It's culture, man. Culture is a stream. It goes from politics to culture, right? Somehow. Something to look at. I don't know. Maybe I could construct the trading plan just for the memes. I don't know. If, like, Google looked like this or something, maybe I would say the same thing. But nevertheless, optimum risk management. I think it's just more like... it's just a technical indicator. That's literally it. I don't even call it a chart pattern, even though you could say maybe it's through rising valleys or accumulation, but if you get stopped out, minimal losses. Super scammy, but super interesting. Culture is downstream of politics. There you go, SM Spinner. Exactly. That's what it is. Yeah, dude, Casper over EA all day long. Well, you missed out on EA. My God, man. I can only ping you and talk about, my God, EA is correlating positively to a level 7 years. First time in 7 years ever. And then it goes away. And so that's why I talk about the space-time continuum so much. Because it's like you only have on your best setups, like your best TA setups, right? You only have a limited amount of time before your window of opportunity to long that asset is gone. Like, people are joking about LAC. Haha, what a joke. What a stupid piece of crap. It's garbage. It's going to fail. It's never going higher. Literally ever. This was the dumbest thing of all time. It's a meme now. It's big time. Reborn. And then here we are. You're just somehow 25% in 5 days gone, but they somehow recapture 262. And somehow you're putting in another higher low, confirmation low. Dude, flip this chart over. I would be scared S-less to be long on this asset with something that looked like this. There's this massive distribution campaign going on. Someone is offloading as subtle as they possibly can. Just kidding. accumulation campaign. So people make fun, and people will look and be like, bro, dude, lag, it's like I've been in this since April, and it's like one day it'll just be 382, 678, and or $5, and you won't be able to believe it. And then it'll be at 350 again, 330, and people will be like, can I buy lat now? Can I buy it now? And it's like, space-time continuum as close to 262 as possible. It's where you construct a trading plan that is the best. Stop loss 250 at this point, probably below these two swing lows, and go. Let it run. It could still fail, of course, but you'll come back, okay? It'll look like this, and then one day, dude, I don't know how long. Oh, we'll chop around, and then it'll be like this, and then it'll be August 2026, and this asset from where it is right now, it'll be up 145% in a year from now, and people will be like, should I buy lat now, dude? As it's filling the gap, and it's like, you're banned. Nothing but to say, but you're banned. Nope, not allowed to type. You're gone. Oh look, dude, it's February 2027 and lax at 1089. Yeah. You'll see. Because people, if you end up learning about this stuff and becoming a believer, everyone has their own epiphany. Like there's a different pattern or a structure or something that clicks for people, and they finally get it, and they give their heart to the technical analysis and realize what all of it is. And typically it comes on setups like this. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but earnings, I know. Oh my God, earnings is coming up like next week or in 2 weeks or something. It's stupid. It's real stupid. Well, dang, dude, I've been live an hour and 45 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, the bell. So thanks so much for being here. Remember, total market cap made history. We'd never seen a weekly close as high as we did until the end of this week. Oh, it's a spectacular, man. Well, I gotta eat some dinner. My stomach's eating itself. What a bullish Marabazoo on Bitstamp. But this is hopefully how it all is. If we live in a dream of all dreams, then 140 Bitcoin to the top of the channel. I just pray it's real. I hope this is the way the world is interpreting everything. Chip Flipper, wow, you're just subbing now? Dang, dude, it's you're a little late, man. Dang, dude, we were 1,000 viewers. We have 600 now. Dang. All right, well, overstayed my welcome. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Oh God. Crypto Bravo wanted Degen coin. Okay, let's go to it. Degen coin on CoinX. 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 Degen coin. Okay. Yep. Well, I mean, it had a really good M shape, completing at a very key level. I wish we would have seen 3K again, 2964 again.
Hey Mitch, can you take a look at Solar Edge, SCDG? Thank you.
We'll look at Solar Edge. That's a trade setup. What's up, Burt Peter?
Is that a joint?
Thank you for the 420. Got nothing to say? You let Elon speak for you right there. Thank you, Burt Peter. Yeah, so I mean, like a type 1 reaction, maybe you luck out and get a test of 2900 again. That would be godlike. It'd be like Altcoin, but you're kind of far off the best entry. The close you are to 2964, the close you are to the optimum entry. Just how it is. Okay. So if you could just get something like this, oh my God, it'd be so good. Then it's a type 1 and type 2. Perfect confirmation low. But yeah, if you're in this from like 3200 or whatever, you're probably just going to let this ride. Yeah, I mean, this is how eventually these M shapes get put in. You get springs, back test of springs. Typically, they reverse things, and you get, you know, much higher levels. So, type 2 development on the M shape. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it could already be in, or they actually take it. They got to take it down, right? 1, 2, 3 lower highs. And
Boy to y'all.
what's up, Baba Booey? Thank you, dude. Yeah, it'd be a cleaner type 2 return if we saw 2900 due to the fact that it would be testing the key level. Like, it would be like a FWOG coin. Let me show you here. FWOG coin is like impeccable on FWOG coin, where it is like, let there be no doubt that they type 2 returned it in the zone, and you've rallied off of that. So adjustable at 200, it's so poised to double in value if the TA is respected. If this framework plays out as it's done 1,000+ million times, 9.5 pennies to 10.985 pennies, say 11 pennies. So that's what Degen coin's kind of doing. But you see how the second low rivaled the first low. That's cleaner. That's nicer than Degen. But Degen could be putting it in a higher low, maybe. A little more controversial. All right, Solar Edge, which again, that was like Wyckoff accumulation, man. But yeah, it's kind of like getting a little tired up here, isn't it? 2340. They lose 2340. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm not sure. To lose 2340, you probably are going to lose a lot of value. Like, if they lose it, I mean, you're looking at like 28 to 33% downside. That's what sucks about it. And it almost looks like a head and shoulders. Let's hope the trend's reversed. But dang, man, if that's not like look at this 8 hour. Let's go the 4 hour. Forget it. 4 hour. That's pretty. I hope it's a failure. Like, it's not confirmed yet, but good God, if it's not like a real thing, right? Like, good God, that is like head and shouldery with a really well-defined neckline. I think the neckline's probably that it's $24. So it's all about, is it real? Well, they need to confirm it first, right? They haven't confirmed it. So it's still a potential head and shoulders. I've seen these fail. They can fail, man. They hold it, they defend it. If we have a good week, start running up to like 27, 28 again, it might very well be cooked, and we're going way higher. As they put in their low, a higher low spring back test, then 2 of these lows confirming more than before, and now a higher high than the previous highs. And even, like, here's the thing though, what's cool about this, to be real, this could play out to the downside. It could come back down to 1577. You're still putting in a higher low than the previous lows. So we could lose all those gains and still be in the trend. Trend would still be your friend. You'd still be uptrending. You would just, again, full round trip 886 retrace. So then you'd have value. So that could be a good level to add more on Solar Edge. But yeah, it's literally, let's see if we have a good week and this fails to break 2340 really. You might be okay. That's Solar Edge, all right? Yep. I hope it fails, man. I hope we just run to 30 and then break and go to 42. All right. Well, had a couple contributions to extend the stream a little bit. 1 hour and 50-minute stream with an insane weekly close for Ethereum and total market cap, history on total market cap, highest weekly candle close on Ethereum since November of 2021. Phenomenal, massive breakout confirmed of the 500+ day large right angled and descending broadening formation. So we might back test the breakout, which would be a pullback, but if we don't, it is 43.84 on deck. If they break that level, the $4,400 level, it's a $4,800 target, and then $5,000 after that. And I would definitely be live for that situation. So yeah, vegan steak for dinner, bro. Yeah, man, totally. That's what we'll be doing. Just kidding. Kappa. All right, thank y'all for everything. Good stream. I'll be back. Oof. I don't like that song. Yeah, until next time. Respect. T.
Anonymous tip.
Detroit and its music, no matter whatever music that we do, there's always some type of spirit. Spirit.
that I do, or that we do in Detroit, is electronic based. It's extremely soulful. There's something in the music that you feel. Nobody has to sit down and tell you and define to you, okay, do you feel something in this music? You can feel it.
Adios, turd nuggets.